The San Antonio Spurs just acquired De'Aaron Fox to pair up with Victor Wembanyama. You guys heard that right? De'Aaron Fox is officially a San Antonio Spur. So today we're going to be rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs and hopefully winning Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox a championship. It was a 3-team trade with the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings. If you guys want to check out the trade, I'll put it down below in the comments. The San Antonio Spurs didn't really have to give up much. All they gave up was Zach Collins, Trey Jones, and I believe that may be it, and a few first-round picks. So they didn't really have to move on from Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, any of their young players they still have on the team, which is a really good thing. Currently, the San Antonio Spurs are the 12th seed with 21 wins and 25 losses. But of course, after acquiring De'Aaron Fox, I'm pretty sure the San Antonio Spurs will be a playoff team. And we're not going to stop there. Before we start simulating, we're going to be pulling off a trade to upgrade our small forward position, which means we're probably going to be moving on from Harrison Barnes and possibly even Jeremy Sochan. Or I guess we'll keep Jeremy Sochan but get ourselves maybe a new starting power forward. So we're going to surround Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox with good role players. Also, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're new for more NBA 2K rebuilds. Now we're going to be trading away Harrison Barnes. We are also going to be trading away 2 first-round picks. They are protected, top 10 protected, and lottery protected, but they still have a really high trade value. So we could use these trades in order to go get us a good player. And as you guys can see, we can get Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon from the Denver Nuggets, but there's another insane trade that you guys are going to be shocked by seeing. And that is for Bam Adebayo. You guys heard that right? We can get Bam Adebayo on our team to pair up with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. Bam Adebayo has been playing the power forward position, and we can bring him on our team and have him and Wemby in our front court. We also get Khalil Ware, who could possibly be our backup center, who's an amazing young rookie in the league. So I think we're going to be pulling this trade off here, where we send away Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, 2 first-round picks, and they are protected, by the way, for Bam Adebayo and Khalil Ware. This is an insane trade. I did not think we would be able to get a player of Bam Adebayo's caliber, but clearly we can. And now this is going to be our new rotation. We're probably going to run Jeremy Sochan at the small forward position since he's a good defender, or we may need some floor spacers around Bam Adebayo. To start off this season, we're going to be running a 9-man rotation. Our starting 5 is going to include De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sochan, Bam Adebayo, and Victor Wembanyama. And then off the bench, we're going to have Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Julian Champagnie, and Khalil Ware. We have 2 7-foot floor spacing big men on our team, which is pretty insane. Our bench unit is really good as well, in my opinion. Chris Paul, Stephon Castle, Champagnie, and Khalil Ware. So now I'm going to be simulating until the end of this season, where hopefully De'Aaron Fox and Wemby can get us into the playoffs. We're able to re-sign De'Aaron Fox to keep him on our team, and of course we're going to go ahead and give him this extension. We're going to give him around $40 million a year, 3-year contract, which should be around $130 million. So he accepts the extension, which means we have De'Aaron Fox for the next 5 seasons. Here we are at the end of this season, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins MVP. Alexander Sarr wins Rookie of the Year, Scoot Henderson winning 6th Player of the Year, and our boy Victor Wembanyama wins DPOY, the Defensive Player of the Year. Let's go, averaging 3.6 blocks per game, as well as 1 point steals per game. Amazing defense from Wemby, and as well as amazing offense. He played amazing offense and defense, so we're lucky to have Wemby as our star. Amen Thompson wins Most Improved, Anthony Edwards Clutch Player, Mark wins Coach of the Year, and we win Executive of the Year. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, we won 49 games and 30 and lost only 34. So clearly the De'Aaron Fox trade worked out in our favor so far, as well as the Bam Adebayo trade, but this is about De'Aaron Fox and not Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is just a role player on our team in order for us to reach our goals of winning a championship with De'Aaron Fox and Wemby. Let's see, and we got Victor Wembanyama on All-NBA First Team in his second season. That's amazing to see. He's already making All-NBA First Teams, which is crazy. At such a young age, he's only 21 years old. That is insane. Let's see if we get anyone else. There's Domantas Sabonis. The Sacramento Kings no longer has Fox on his team. Do we get De'Aaron Fox here? We don't get De'Aaron Fox, sadly. But that's alright. We do get Wemby on All Defensive First Team, of course. And that is about it. Let's see how the Sacramento Kings played. I'm kind of curious to see how they played after getting Zach LaVine. And they're not even in the playoffs anymore. So clearly this trade did not work out for the Sacramento Kings. Let's go ahead and see how they did. We'll go to the record and I'll show you guys here how they played. The Sacramento Kings without De'Aaron Fox were the 12th seed. They won only 40 games, losing 42, and they have Zach LaVine coming off of their bench, and I'm pretty sure that's because Malik Monk is a shooting guard. I'm going to move his position over to point guard, that way they have a starting five that includes Zach LaVine for the next season. But yeah, they were the 12th seed, which should probably get them a lottery pick. But who cares about them? We're here in the playoffs in Wemby's second season. And in round number 1, we're taking on, oh my god, Luka Doncic and LeBron James. So we're taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. If you guys haven't watched my Luka Doncic LA Lakers rebuild, make sure to check out that video as well. It's my most recent video on my channel. But yeah, we're going to be taking on the LA Lakers, who have Luka Doncic, Dalton Knecht, Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron James, Jackson Hayes. Off the bench, they have Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and Shake Milton. I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then we'll get right into the playoffs. I fixed up our player minutes. Now let's see if we can defeat the LA Lakers, Luka Doncic and LeBron James versus Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox. Game number 1 is a win for us. Let's go. De'Aaron Fox having 26 points and 10 assists, 25 and 18 from Victor Wembanyama. Game number 2 is also a win for us. Let's go. Bam Adebayo with 29. De'Aaron Fox had another double-double, and Wemby also had another double-double. So the duo of De'Aaron Fox and Wemby is clearly going off right now. They're playing amazing. Game number 3 is also a win, which puts us up 3-0. Wemby, another double-double, 26 points, 25 and 8 from De'Aaron Fox. Are we going to sweep Luka Doncic? And we do sweep Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Okay, let's go. De'Aaron Fox had 30 points and Wemby also had 30 points. They combined for a total of 60 points. Amazing. And now we're in round number 2, where we're going to be taking on the OKC Thunder, who are the number 1 seed. The Houston Rockets, the play-in team, pushed them to Game 7. So hopefully we can defeat OKC Thunder. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 is a loss for us, sadly. Wemby had 35, but we still fell short. Wemby is shooting 42% from the 3-point line, averaging 27 and 15. Game number 2 is a win for us. Let's go. We tie up the series. Fox had 20 points. Wemby had 18. How's Fox playmaking? He's playmaking really well right now, averaging 8 assists per game. But I'm not sure why he's only playing 32 minutes per game when I've assigned him 38 minutes per game, but he's only playing around 30 minutes per game, which doesn't make much sense. Perhaps that's because his secondary position, he doesn't have one. Game number 3 is a win for us though. Let's go. Bam had 31, 28 and 10 from Wemby, 22 and 12 from Fox. Game number 4 is a loss, and they tie up the series just like that. Bam, Wemby, and Fox, all 20 plus points. Let's see what happens here in Game 5. Hopefully we can get this win, but before we jump into Game 5, I'm going to fix up De'Aaron Fox's secondary position. That way he plays around 38 minutes per game, hopefully. I fixed up De'Aaron Fox's secondary position. I totally forgot something. It's Victor Wembanyama versus Chet Holmgren. both of these players have a little bit of a rivalry since their rookie season, so let's see who's going to win this series. We'll jump into Simcast here for Game 5, which hopefully we can win. We do not have home court advantage, but we do have the lead currently. Hopefully we can keep this lead. It looks like we're going to be winning this game. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We win by 24 points. Wemby had 32, 12, and 6, as well as 3 blocks. De'Aaron Fox had 25 and 13. He's almost averaging a double-double. This would be insane if De'Aaron Fox becomes a double-double player in the next season or so with Wemby. I totally believe that he could be a double-double guy, especially when you have a 7'4" center like Wemby on your team. Could throw him dimes over and over and over again. Bam Adebayo with 22 points. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully we win in 6 and go on to the conference finals. We do have home court advantage this game, so hopefully we can win this. And so far we are losing. It's a close game. We're up by 5.7 remaining. And it looks like we're going to be winning and going to the conference finals with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama in the first year of them being paired up. De'Aaron Fox had 31 points, 20 from Vassell, 20 and 14 from Wemby, as well as 5 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. And now we're in the conference finals taking on the Dallas Mavericks, who of course, as we all know, have Anthony Davis, who they traded for Luka Doncic. He's averaging 22 points per game. The next video I make will be a Dallas Mavericks rebuild, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that video. But yeah, Kyrie Irving is averaging 30 points per game. Holy, he took on Luka's role perfectly. Klay Thompson, 13 points per game. Hopefully we can defeat this team. And I really believe we can, because Bam Adebayo could lock down Anthony Davis. Wemby will lock down Gafford. Jeremy Sohan could lock down Klay Thompson, and Devin Vassell could lock down Kyrie. Devin Vassell's a really good underrated defender. He's an amazing shooting guard defender. So I think he could lock down Kyrie Irving, but let's see what 2K thinks. Game number 1 is a loss. Oh, okay. But we do win game 2. Let's go. Wemby with 33 and 15. Where's De'Aaron Fox? He had 14 points. De'Aaron Fox is still only playing around 30 minutes per game. I don't know how we're going to fix this, because we need him to be playing more than 32 minutes per game. This game, he did play 34 minutes, but as you guys can see, he's not been playing 38 minutes per game. Let me see if I can fix up the minutes a little bit. That way he plays the full amount of minutes that I'm giving him. I'm not really sure how to fix the minutes, but let's see if we can win game number 4. Tie up the series with the Dallas Mavericks. They have home court advantage this game, but we can most definitely still go out there and win. And so far, we do have the lead, but it's still a really close game. They take it right from us. We're up by 2, 5 minutes remaining. We're up by 3, 3 minutes remaining. We're up by 4. Let's jump in there and watch Wemby and De'Aaron Fox play alongside each other. Alright, so we're going to be jumping in and watching us first, the Dallas Mavericks. The score is 89 to 85. Let's see if we can continue winning this game and get ourselves the win here. So Kyrie Irving has the ball. He's defended by Devin Vassell. Let's see what he does with it. Getting a screen from Anthony Davis. He hits a fading three-pointer, and that goes in. Holy cow, how did that go in? That was one of the worst shots I've seen in my life. Not one of the worst shots in that it didn't look nice. One of the worst shots that no player in NBA would take a shot like that other than Steph Curry. But we miss our shot. Kyrie has the ball, shoots, fully contested, and a miss. Let's see what Wemby does here. He passes it up to Devin Vassell, back to De'Aaron Fox, guarded by Klay Thompson. Passes it to Wemby. That's an easy bucket. He could have dunked on Kyrie if he wanted. An easy layup nonetheless. We're up by 3. Kyrie has the ball. Gets a screen set by Daniel Gafford. Hits a bad shot and he misses. Let's go. That was basically fully contested by Devin Vassell. So there's no way that was going in. And there was a wide open Devin Vassell in the corner, but De'Aaron Fox right through the defenders with a layup. Let's go. I thought that was going to be a miss for sure, because that was a pretty bad shot by a bad timing shot by De'Aaron Fox, but Kyrie hits a mid-range shot. Now we're only up by 3 points. De'Aaron Fox advancing past the half court, guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie, wide open lane. Let's go. We're up by 5 points. De'Aaron Fox with the easy 2. Kyrie Irving advancing past half court, gets a wide open 3-point shot, but he still misses. Wemby with a rebound, up to Fox, and now they're playing the fouling game, which means we've basically won this game. Daniel Gafford is fouled out, and De'Aaron Fox is at the line. If we hit both of these free throws, we most definitely won, even if we hit one of these. And boom, we won this game. I'll be seeing you guys in the next. Now the series is tied up at 2-2 apiece. Let's see what happens here in game number 5, where we do have home court advantage. So far we do have the lead. The first half was amazing for our team. Hopefully we can keep this up, and it looks like we're going to be going up 3-2, putting up 150 points in that game. De'Aaron Fox with 49 points and 9 assists. Victor Wembanyama had 25 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 4 blocks. Bam Adebayo with 21, 14 from Vassell and Jeremy Sohan. And now we're up 3-2 against the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. Ever since we got Bam Adebayo, I don't think we're the best 3-point shooting team. We're not making too many 3-pointers, but we're doing just fine. Let's see how many 3-pointers we're making a game. So 12 3-pointers a game. That's not bad, but it's not fantastic either. But it's still pretty good, to be honest, especially since we have De'Aaron Fox and Bam Adebayo in our starting lineup, and neither of them are really 3-point shooters. Let's see what happens here in game 6. Hopefully we can get this win and advance to the NBA Finals. The Mavericks do have home court advantage, and we have the lead so far, but it's a really close game. It's tied at 100, 8 minutes to go. They take the lead. They're up by 3. We take the lead right back. Now we're up by 5 points. Let's slow this down a little bit in case we need to jump in. And there's 40 seconds remaining. We're up by 1. Let's jump in and see what happens here. Hopefully we can get this win and advance to the NBA Finals. So the Dallas Mavericks have the ball. I'm going to play defense this time. Oh God. That should be a miss, and it's in. They just hit a wide open 3-pointer. Let's see what the substitution is looking like. Julian Champagnie is in right now. And Wemby and Sohan are fouled out, of course. We needed them the most right now. They're fouled out, sadly. Let's see if there's any moves we can do to our rotation at the moment, and there isn't really. So we're going to run with this lineup right now and see how things go. We'll pass it up to De'Aaron Fox. We're down by 2 points right now. And, oh God, that was in. Let's go. Someone was open in the corner, but I think that was Bam Adebayo, and I'm pretty sure he would have missed that shot if we gave it to him. So I'm fine with that too. Let's guard. Oh my. No one protecting the paint, of course. Where is Khalil Ware? He's guarding Daniel Gafford at the 3-point line. Daniel Gafford has not hit a 3-pointer in his career, from what I think. Let's get this to Devin Vassell. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Wide open. Was that a 2? It said that was only a 2, but I'm pretty sure that was a 3 if I'm not mistaken. Oh God, his foot was on the line. Come on, dude. You're all the way out there and your foot's on the line. Come on. That's a weird jump shot, to be honest. He went really forward. That's why that was only a 2. Let me make sure our lineup is perfect, and it is. And now the Dallas Mavericks have the ball. 13 seconds remaining. This is either going to overtime or they're going to be hitting a clutch shot right here with Kyrie Irving. And I'm going to play the center position because I don't want Kyrie running at the rim. And I get the block on Kyrie Irving. Let's go. That's why I was playing the center position. I knew he was going to try attacking the rim. We've got the block with Khalil Ware. Let's go. I'm going to continue playing as Khalil Ware. That way we can. Oh God, Kyrie wide open and he hits the 3-pointer. Who left Kyrie open? Oh my God, he hit a clutch 3-pointer right in our face. But we still do have a chance to come back. We could hit another clutch three-pointer. Hopefully we can hit a clutch three-pointer. I guess we'll see what happens here. Bam Adebayo, whatever, we'll leave him in. I'm going to try shooting this with Devin Vassell most definitely. I'm not sure if we'll get this bucket, but we most definitely could. So let's see. And we do hit the clutch three-pointer, which means it's a tie game. Let's go. That was pretty crazy. If you guys are wondering, I do play on the real player shot percentage. This means that it does not matter how I shoot the ball. It matters what the player is shooting, what his field goal percentage is, and that's what counts. And now it's going to overtime. Let's see what happens here. We'll jump into Simcast once again and simulate the first few minutes. And then hopefully, I guess we could get a win. Gonna be running with the same rotation. And okay, there's jump ball. Let's jump into Simcast. We'll jump in around 2 minutes remaining, and the Dallas Mavericks are running away with this game. They're up by 2. Tie game, 1 minute remaining. Let's jump back in and hopefully get us this win. And why the hell does the other team always have to start with the ball? This happens every single time. Let's see what happens. So Kyrie with the ball. We get the block on him, but he gets it right back. Oh god. That was a horrible shot. We get the rebound, pass that up. De'Aaron Fox, run right past Dinwiddie, wide open lane, and that's a two-pointer. Let's go. Now we're up by 2 points. Okay, I'm going to play as Khalil Ware once again, because I know Kyrie's going to try attacking the rim here. And that is exactly what he's doing. Missed shot, but Daniel Gafford, holy, Daniel Gafford is horrible. That was the worst miss I've ever seen in my life. Passed it up to Khalil Ware and a slam dunk, which puts us up by 4 points. They're going to try giving that to Gafford. Never mind. Kyrie has a ball at the moment. We most definitely want this as long as we can get one stop. That should be a miss. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. They foul Bam Adebayo. Let's see if we hit one of these free throws. Even if we don't hit one of these free throws, this game's over. And it's over. I'll be seeing you guys in the NBA Finals, which means we won the conference finals with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. And just like that, your San Antonio Spurs are in the NBA Finals. We're either going to be taking on the Milwaukee Bucks or the Atlanta Hawks. It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so Victor Wembanyama wins Western Conference Finals MVP, and Trae Young wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging 35 points per game and 13 assists. That is insane. This team doesn't really have many superstars on their team. The only star they have on their team is Trae Young, and Jalen Johnson isn't really a star yet, but he's a star in the making for sure. I'm surprised that this team is in the NBA Finals. They were a play-in team. Let me show you guys our player stats for the last game we just played. So De'Aaron Fox had 33 points and 11 assists. And Victor Wembanyama had 19 points, 14 rebounds. He fouled out in 29 minutes. Now we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA Finals, who were the play-in team once again. They beat the New York Knicks, the Detroit Pistons, and then the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see if we can stop them here in the NBA Finals. Game number 1 is a win for us. Wemby puts up 37 points, 29 from De'Aaron Fox. Game number 2 is also a win for us. Bam Adebayo had 27 points, 20 from Vassell, 14 from Fox. Trae Young is going off on their side. Game number 3, we're up 3-0 just like that. Victor Wembanyama puts up 28 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. De'Aaron Fox fouled out in 14 minutes, but he still had 18 points. And is this going to be a sweep for a championship? It's not a sweep, so we do end up losing game 4. Wemby had 23. De'Aaron Fox fouled out once again. Whoa, De'Aaron Fox is fouling a lot. Maybe that's why he's not playing the full minutes we're assigning him. It looks like he may be fouling out of a lot of these games, which hopefully isn't the case. But we do end up winning a championship in the first season of this rebuild with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama wins Finals MVP, averaging 26 points per game and 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 3.5 blocks, shooting 50, 30, 90, 33, 90. Amazing playoff run from our team. We're going to be running it back one more season and seeing if we could go on to win back-to-back championships with Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. And here are the player stats for De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama throughout the playoff run. So De'Aaron Fox averaged 23 points per game, as well as 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steal, on really good efficiency, shooting 55% from the field. Wemby averaged 25 points per game, 13.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2.5 blocks, and 2 steals. I'll show you guys the player stats for the NBA Finals. Wemby averaged 26 points per game, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists, as well as almost 4 blocks per game. And De'Aaron Fox was averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, only playing 27 minutes per game. He fouled out throughout a lot of those games. He was averaging 5 blocks per game. That's insane, averaging 5 fouls per game, not blocks, sorry, 5 fouls per game. Bam Adebayo 19 points per game and 10 rebounds. Now I'm going to overturn a few of these retirements. I highly doubt LeBron James will be retiring this offseason, so I'm going to overturn him and a few more players, and then I'll see you guys at the NBA draft or at free agency. For this year's NBA draft, we have 4 picks, 2 of them being first rounders and 2 of them being second rounders. What I think I'm going to be trying to do here is moving up in the NBA draft, trading with a different team where we could send them all 4 of these picks and possibly more second rounders for a higher pick in the first round of this year's NBA draft. The reason I want to do that is because I want a good backup point guard to have on our team. Someone like Igor Demin, Jeremiah Fears, or Casper would be amazing to have. The reason for that is Chris Paul is going to be a free agent, and I'm not sure if we're going to have the money to re-sign him. So that's what we're going to be planning on doing. I'll show you guys what trade we're going to be pulling off here in a second. The Toronto Raptors have the 7th overall pick. Let's see what they say here. We'll take out our own first and see what they say for all of this, and they do decline. Throw in another second. And it looks like we're going to have to include another future first rounder, which again, I'm fine with doing. So we can include our own 2027 first round pick, unprotected, and they still decline. We'll throw in a bunch of second rounders and it gets done. And now we have ourselves the 7th overall pick. I'll show you guys who we're going to be selecting here at the NBA draft. And here we are at the NBA draft. Let's see who goes number 1 to the New Orleans Pelicans. And it's Dylan Harper going to the New Orleans Pelicans. The Wizards are probably going to take Cooper Flag. They always do. And they do take Cooper Flag. Ace Bailey will probably be going next. And it's Igor Demin. Damn, we could have got Demin. That would have been a really good get for our team. But it looks like the Hornets are going to be able to get Ace Bailey. And they do get Ace Bailey to pair up with Miller and LaMelo Ball. 5th goes Derek Queen, who's a center, which is good. He's not a point guard. And there goes VJ Edgecombe. We also could have moved VJ Edgecombe to be our backup point guard. He would have been amazing. But it looks like we're not going to be getting him. But we could get Jeremiah Fears, who was projected to go in the 12th overall pick. He's a really good playmaker, perimeter defender. Tony Parker, all NBA ceiling, which is really nice. Let's see who else we can get. We can also get Caspers, who also has Tony Parker, all NBA. He's a really good 3-point shooter, playmaker. He's a good player all around. All of his overalls are a B or a B+. But I'm going to look around who else we can get. We can get Bogey Fland. And when I come up with the decision on who we're going to be selecting, I'll show you guys. We can also get Trey Johnson and move his position over to point guard. He has an A+ 3-point shot, B+ perimeter defense. He's a good playmaker, good scorer all around. He's 6'6", so we may be getting him to be our backup point guard. So I decided we're going to be picking up Trey Johnson with our 7th overall pick, and then we can move his position to point guard. So there we go, we got ourselves a brand new backup point guard in Trey Johnson. Of course, we're going to be picking up the team option on Victor Wembanyama and Jeremy Sohan, and we'll probably pick up the team option on Malachi and Blake Wesley as well because we could trade them away for first round picks. Another team out there should want their services, so we'll go ahead and probably be trading them this off season. Qualifying offers, Harrison Ingram, we don't need neither of these players, so we won't give neither of them qualifying offer. And let's see if there's anyone we need to bring back. So we do have bird rights on Charles Bassey, Jordan, and Sandro, but we do not need either of these players, which means our roster should be completed already, and it is, because all of our players are already on long-term contracts, so we don't really have to make any moves this off season. So I'll be seeing you guys at the start of season number 2. We do have a little bit of money we can spend at free agency. As you guys can see, we can get players like Karis LeVert, Alex Caruso. But what I think we're going to be doing is going ahead and signing Agbaji on our team. He's a really good defender, a good three-point shooter, and he could be a perfect backup power forward / small forward for our team. So we're going to go ahead and give him a 2-year contract, which he should accept, and he does. The reason we're signing him is because Julian Champagnie didn't really play good in the regular season. As you guys can see, he was struggling as our backup small forward, so getting Ojai Agbaji should help out our backup wing depth. So we're going to go ahead and bring him on our team, and now I'll be seeing you guys at the start of season number 2. We're here at the start of this season. Here is our starting 5. We're going to be running the same starting 5 as the previous season. We have De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, Bam Adebayo, and Victor Wembanyama. Now our bench is going to be Stephon Castle as a 6th man, and then we have Agbaji, Trey Johnson, and Khalil Ware. So we're going to be running a 9-man rotation. And a lot of our young players progressed by a lot. You guys could probably notice the overalls changed a little bit. Devin Vassell is up to 85 overall, 83 from Jeremy Sohan. Wemby is now up to 97 overall. Stephon Castle's up to 84, 80 overall from Agbaji, 76 from Trey Johnson, 82 from Khalil Ware. I believe we could win another championship. That would be really awesome to win 2 back-to-back championships with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. Let's see how game number 1 goes against the Bucks, and it's a win. We end up winning by 6 points. Wemby had 27 points and 21 rebounds, 18 points and 12 assists from De'Aaron Fox. I'm excited to see how this season goes. I'll be simulating until the end of this season, but of course if there's trades to be made, I'll be stopping at trade deadline to show y'all. I stopped here to show you guys 2 things. One is we won the in-season tournament, winning the in-season tournament cup, as you guys can see, holding the Cleveland Cavaliers to only 65 points. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys is our record. We've won 26 games and lost only 1. We're en route to set an NBA record of most wins in a single season. At the end of this season, Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, averaging 27 points per game, 13 rebounds, 4.5 assists, almost 2 steals, and 3 blocks, shooting nearly 50, 40, 80. Amazing season from Wemby. He shot amazing from the 3-point line and the field, amazing defense, and even better offense. Cooper Flag wins Rookie of the Year, Josh Giddey winning 6th Player of the Year, and Wemby also wins DPOY. So he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year both in the same year, in the same season. I'm not sure if that's happened before in NBA history. It possibly has, but this is the first time I'm seeing it for sure. Brendan Pajemski wins Most Improved Player, Luka Doncic. Okay, Brendan Pajemski, let's go. Luka Doncic wins Clutch Player of the Year, averaging 28 points per game, amazing efficiency. Our coach, Greg Popovich, wins Coach of the Year. As you guys can see, we beat the Golden State Warriors record for most games by a team in a single season. We won one more game than they did back in 2016. We won 74 games and lost only 8. We also win Executive of the Year. And of course, we got Victor Wembanyama on All NBA First Team. And let's see if we get anyone else. We do not. And we do get Wemby on All Defensive First Team, and that's it for awards. No one on All Rookie Team. And of course, we were the #1 seed. And in round number 1, we're going to be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. How is Luka Doncic playing in the play-in tournament? How is the Lakers still a play-in team? Hopefully this team does not end up defeating us, because facing Luka Doncic in the first round gotta be the hardest thing ever. And we were the first seed. We're supposed to be rewarded playing a not so good team, but clearly that's not the case. I would have most definitely rather played the New Orleans Pelicans. Let me show you guys our player stats before we do jump into the playoffs. So of course I showed you guys Wemby. He averaged 27 points per game, 13 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 3 blocks and 2 steals. De'Aaron Fox averaged 22 points per game, 5 rebounds and 8 assists per game, as well as 2 steals and half a block. So he also played amazing defense, having 2 steals per game on really good efficiency. He did struggle from the 3-point line, but that's alright. Bam Adebayo averaged 17 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Bam Adebayo is an amazing role player to have on our team. I'm happy that we went ahead and brought Bam Adebayo to the Spurs to pair up with De'Aaron Fox and Wemby. He's the main reason our defense is a lot better. We're the best defense in the league. I'll show you guys here in a second. So Devin Vassell, 15.5 points per game, 11.5 from Jeremy Sohan. Amazing season from him, but he did struggle from the 3-point line. Stephon Castle, 10 points per game, 7 from Abaji, 6 from Trey Johnson, the rookie, and 5 from Kel'el Ware, who struggled from the 3-point line big time this season. Let me show you guys our defense this season. So we were allowing 101 points per game. Before it was at 99, which is insane in today's day and age. Because of 3-pointers, there's no teams that are averaging below 100 points per game. And our points per game was the second best, right behind the OKC Thunder. I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then we'll get right into this series. This is what the playoff minutes will be looking like as of right now. Let's get right into the playoffs. We're going to be going up against the LA Lakers. Luka Doncic. Game number 1 is a win for us. Let's go. Wemby with 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. Wemby was doing it all. De'Aaron Fox had 20 points and 8 assists. So the LA Lakers don't really have a good center, and I believe that's the reason they're probably a play-in team. Loco is their starting center, which is pretty insane because he's not really a good center. Yeah, they don't have any backup center. They do have only Koloko. Game number 2 is a loss for us though. Okay, so Bam had 28, Wemby had 25, Vassell 24, Fox had a double-double. Game number 3 is a win for us. We're up 2-1. Doncic had a triple-double. Wemby had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 21-point double-double from De'Aaron Fox. Game number 4 is also a win for us. We're up 3-1. Wemby puts up 36 points, a double-double from De'Aaron Fox, who's playing really good. He's averaging a double-double this playoff run. Wemby is averaging 31 points per game. Game number 5 is a win, and we advance to the next round. Wemby puts up 31 points, 16 rebounds, a double-double from De'Aaron Fox, 24 points. And now we're going to be facing up against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, Russell Westbrook, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic. MPJ off the bench, Peyton Watson, and Julian Strother. Game number 1. We beat the Denver Nuggets in game 1. Wemby puts up 35 points, 16 rebounds, 14, 7, and 9 from De'Aaron Fox. Game number 2 is a loss for us. Devin Vassell had 21. Wemby struggled offensively, and De'Aaron Fox was fouled out in 22 minutes. Game number 3 is a win for us. Let's go. Wemby puts up 48 points. And then De'Aaron Fox had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. Game number 4 is also a win for us, which puts us up 3-1. Wemby having 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 blocks. De'Aaron Fox had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. He struggled offensively, but that's alright. Game number 5 is a win, and now we're in the conference finals. Wemby had 33 points. De'Aaron Fox had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 11 assists. Amazing playmaking from De'Aaron Fox. Now we're in the conference finals. We're going to be taking on the OKC Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Luke Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and off the bench they have Isaiah Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Joe, and AJ Mitchell. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 is a win for us. Wemby puts up 34, 11, and 3. De'Aaron Fox is struggling big time these last few games. He only had 9 points, but he did have 9 assists as well as 6 turnovers, so he did struggle a lot. Game number 2 is a loss for us. Fox had 33, Wemby had 38, but we still fell short. And the OKC Thunder are up 2-1 against us. And now I am going to be coming up with a defensive coach game plan for the OKC Thunder. Alright, defensive coach game plan has been set. Let's see if we can tie up the series here. OKC does have home court advantage this game, and so far they do have the lead by quite a bit. But we are pushing back, and it's tied game in the third quarter. Let's see if we can win this here, and it looks like we are going to be winning. Holy, in the second half we outscored them by I believe around 40 points, which is insane. Bam Adebayo had 32 points, 28 from Devin Vassell, 25 from Wemby, 17 and 10 from De'Aaron Fox. Game number 5, we do have home court advantage. Let's see if we can get this win and go up 3-2. So far the Thunder do have the lead, but we take it right back. It's still a close game though. It's tied the game, 7 minutes remaining. Let's see what happens here. We're up by 1. Tie game once again. We may have to jump in here. We're up by 4. Still up by 4. They are pushing back a little bit here. And it looks like we're going to be winning and going up 3-2. Wemby had 28 points, 15 rebounds. De'Aaron Fox with 24 points. Bam Adebayo with 16. Let's see what happens here in game number 6. This time the OKC Thunder have home court advantage. And so far it's a really close battle, but we do have the lead so far. And we're up by 6, 5 minutes remaining. We're up by 2 with 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. It looks like we are going to be winning this game and going back to the NBA Finals. Wemby had 45 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, as well as 6 blocks. De'Aaron Fox had 30 points and 7 assists. Now we're back in the NBA Finals. We're either going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers or the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Pacers were the number 1 seed. That's kind of a surprise. I don't see that very often. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the 2nd seed. Let's see what happens. And we're taking on the Cavs. Victor Wembanyama wins Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 32 points per game, 13.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 1 steal, shooting 50-50-80. Evan Mobley wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging a double-double. The reason I think we could beat the Cleveland Cavaliers is our defense. Devin Vassell could play good defense on Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox on Darius Garland, Bam Adebayo on Evan Mobley, and Wemby on Jarrett Allen. But let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is a win from us. Wemby with a double-double, Bam with a double-double, and Fox with 17 and 9. Let's go. I did put Julian Champagnie back into our rotation because Abaji was playing really bad. He's shooting around 20-something% from the 3-point line, so I decided to put Champagnie back in there. Game number 2 is a loss for us though. Wemby had 33, 25 from Fox, but we still fell short. Hopefully we can win game 3, which we do not. Now we most definitely need to come up with the defensive coach game plan. What I ended up doing is putting Victor Wembanyama on Evan Mobley, so he'll be guarding Evan Mobley throughout the whole game. And that way I think we should be able to slow down Evan Mobley a little bit. And I put Bam Adebayo on Jarrett Allen, Devin Vassell on Donovan Mitchell, and De'Aaron Fox on Darius Garland. Let's see what happens here. We'll jump into Simcasts. The Cavs do have home court advantage this game. So far, we do have the lead. Hopefully, we can run away with this, and we are starting to take the lead by a lot. And we do end up winning this game. De'Aaron Fox had 31 points, 28 and 12 from Victor Wembanyama, 20 from Stephon Castle. Let's go. Devin Vassell had 10 points. Now we're about to jump in to game number 5. This time we will have home court advantage, so hopefully we can go out there and win this game for our home crowd. So far we do have the lead. It looks like we're winning by quite a lot, but they are pushing back here in the fourth quarter. Oh god, they're outscoring us by 11 points, and now they're pushing back even more. Let's slow this down a little bit. Thankfully, we're gonna end up winning this game. They almost came back there in the fourth quarter, but luckily we did not allow that. Wemby had 30 points, 16 rebounds, 20 from Devin Vassell, and then 17 from De'Aaron Fox. Let's jump into game 6 and hopefully get this win. This time they will have home court advantage. Let's see what happens. So far we do have the lead by quite a lot. This first quarter we played amazing. And it looks like we're going to be going out there and winning back-to-back championships for the San Antonio Spurs. De'Aaron Fox had 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Wemby almost had a triple-double himself, putting up 29 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, as well as 5 blocks and 3 steals. 20 from Devin Vassell, 17 and 13 from Bam, 16 and 12 from Jeremy Sohan. A lot of double-doubles on our team. There you go, the San Antonio Spurs have won a back-to-back championship, with Victor Wembanyama being your finals MVP, averaging 26 points per game, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. His efficiency was horrible, to be honest. Wemby struggled offensively, but he was still good all around. I mean, he was averaging 26 points per game. Let me show you guys our player stats for this playoff run. So this is for the whole playoffs as a whole. So in the whole playoffs, Wemby's efficiency was actually really good. He was only struggling in the NBA Finals. As you guys can see, he averaged 31 points per game, 12 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2 steals, and 3.5 blocks. So Wemby wins regular season Finals MVP and Finals MVP both in the same year, also winning a championship. De'Aaron Fox was averaging 20 points per game, 9 assists, 1.5 steal, 18 from Devin Vassell, 18 from Bam Adebayo, 12 from Sohan, 9 from Castle, 5 from Johnson, and then the rest of the team. Now let's check out the NBA Finals stats. So Wemby was averaging 26 points per game, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. Right behind him was De'Aaron Fox, averaging 23 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.5 steal, and half a block on really good efficiency. Devin Vassell with 16 points per game, 13 from Bam Adebayo. Bam was struggling offensively a little bit, but his rebounding, playmaking, and defense was insane. Stephon Castle was averaging 12 points per game, 11 from Jeremy Sohan, 5 from Julian Champagnie, and then the rest of the team. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of us pairing up Victor Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox. This trade, in my opinion, is really good for Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs for their future. They have a veteran in De'Aaron Fox. He's a good clutch player, so he's most definitely going to help the San Antonio Spurs win a lot more games. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I make NBA 2K25 rebuilds on my video. And this week there's going to be a lot of trades, so I'll make sure to be uploading videos, so hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. And comment down below what video you guys would like to see next. I'm probably going to be uploading the Dallas Mavericks Anthony Davis rebuild, so keep an eye out for that. Until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.